Hi there, this is Kathy Crow for round 2. I tried doing this card yesterday, and so today I'm going to do it again. For those of you who are watching, you noticed that my screen had like this much of my face. Oh, I was so mad. So anyhow, I'm going to do this card again. This is like a 10-minute card, so I can get it done pretty quickly with you. I already have some of the supplies already done, and so for those of you who are like crafters, serious crafters like me, I have a bunch of my little basket weave embossed items ready to go. So anyhow, that's partly why it's a 10-minute card, because I have this already done, and actually the other things are very easy. So even if this wasn't done, it would be a 12-minute card. So I hope my video stays in the landscape setting that it actually showed me yesterday, and then when I went to download it onto YouTube, I saw what it had done, like somehow, I don't even know how. And anyhow, so when I move my camera, I'm really hoping that it doesn't do this again. Today we got more snow. Hey, Marty. Marty, we did get a tiny bit more snow and sleet. It's still doing it now. But the prediction is, thank you for sharing. The prediction is this is the last. It's supposed to be 30, at least over 33, 37 or 39 maybe even tomorrow. So it will start to melt, and I'm just, this is just the way it goes. So normally we don't have this. I'm hoping next March won't be the way that it was this year. It rarely does this here. So thank you for the no more snow vote. Okay, so I'm gonna swing the camera down, and then I'm hoping my camera stays in this. I think I'm landscape. It's showing that I am. And then I will check it out on the computer too. And now, some people have said they couldn't share when they shared, or when they couldn't comment, and sometimes privacy settings are such that you can't, and I've tried to fix all of mine so that people can share, but even so, I hear that people can't, and I keep going in and checking to see what I've done, but I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So please share my videos. Thank you for you guys who are writing in share. Then I see that somebody did actually share, because I like to give. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. So I'm hoping it's nicer in Virginia. Even rain would be better than snow, right? Thank you for sharing. Okay, so I'm going to switch the camera down, and I'm hoping that this time today it actually stays in this landscape mode that I have it in. I'm sort of doing it like creep, 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 slow, slow, because it just doesn't cooperate all that well. And I'm going to take just a second here to find it on the computer, and it looks fine for me now, but we'll see. So we're going to try this card again. Yesterday, I don't see how anybody could follow it. I couldn't see it. This is the card. It's actually a very quick one. So you're going to just take your Petal pink cardstock, and you're going to cut it in, and I'm trying to do it this way. That's so that you can see. You're just cutting it in half the long way. So it's 4 1/4 by 11. And so let me just score this. This is the piece that I had all these pieces still just on my desk. Oops, I don't want to get my cutting blade there. That's the one bad thing. I love this Stampin' Up! Cutting board, except that I have cut accidentally instead of scoring before, because those blades, seriously, a guy designed this. A guy designed this. I would have chosen not light gray and gray. I would have chosen red for the cutting one, like stop, it's red. And yellow or green or something very different from red, like yellow, yeah, for so that I would see it and not cut when I don't want to cut. So I'm gonna just fold this in half. I'm gonna try to rush, because I'm still trying to be a trying to get it to be a 10-minute card. And when I yap, it takes longer. My chatting distracts me. And I actually put some pork chops in the oven for my husband tonight, and I can smell those cooking in there, so I won't want to I won't want to take too long. Now, for some reason, when I scored it, it obviously didn't score perfectly. So, having said that, one of the things I found that I really need to do for my classes is there are just some things that seem really easy, but folding something in half can be challenging. So it is helpful to have this bone folder, but fold stuff for your people, because if they just clump it over, it would have been all off if I just left it that way. Now it's sort of messed up a little bit here, and because I obviously didn't score it perfect, and I think I'm going to put my cardstock on this side, make this the front of my card, because it's going to conceal most of that by doing so. All right, so I'm going to get rid of this extra piece of Blackberry Bliss, because I won't be needing that. I'm just going to need this. And then I also just sent out my newsletter just moments ago to everybody, because I'm trying to find a place online that is free for me, because I already have so much online storage I pay, so paying for it, right? So I would like to use it. And oh, Karen Gardner, good to see you. Share my video so you get entered in the drawing, because I draw from everybody's names that share, and then write in shared, because otherwise I might not see that. Anyhow, so I found a way to put all of my tutorials online, I think. But because sometimes when I click on a link from home, my computer will go to it just fine, because my computer is always going to it, but from someone else's computer it might not. So I would appreciate it if you could just check that link in that email and make sure that you're actually pulling it up, and then I'll know that works. So this Blackberry Bliss part is going to be sized at 4 inches by 5 1/4. So we'll go 5 1/4 on this side. Okay, and then 4 inches on this side. And then we should be able to just rubber cement this right on here, and it'll give us that nice border. And I do use rubber cement. Yes, I do. Now, when Karen and I are going to get together, we're going to do some scrapbooking. I'm still planning it. I know of one other person who really wants to do it too. So that would be at least 3 of us, and I suspect a 4th might join us if we get going on it. But I don't think I can use my rubber cement with photos. This is definitely not going to be a photo-friendly adhesive. So I'll have to talk to you scrapbookers about. In fact, maybe some of you have. Marty and Linda, do you scrapbook? And what kind of glue is the best glue to use when you're, because you don't want to glue down a photo, I think. I think you want it to not be glued so permanently. But the other decorations you put on a page before you put your photo on, what kind of glue do you use with that? Okay, so here's my DSP, my Blackberry Bliss, all settled down there, and then I need to cut now this was just a piece of soft suede cardstock that I'd cut in half, or in 1/4, a long time ago, and then I ran it through my my Big Shot with the basket weave embossing folder. So now that you want to do that first. I've made the mistake before of measuring and then running it through, but of course once you've run it through, it shortens it all, kind of shrinks it. So you don't want it to be shrunk. So you want to do your embossing first, and then you're going to do your dimensions. This is 3 3/4 by 5. So 3 3/4 by 5. So we'll do my 5 first. Okay. I'm trying to make sure that once you've embossed it, it is a little bit trickier to cut sometimes because it does have some raised edge there. So I'll have to trim that a tiny bit. Now, did I say 3 3/4? I believe I did. Oops, wrong one. 3 3/4, yes. So then we're gonna go, so this was 3 3/4. It seemed so short yesterday when I did it, and it kind of does here too. I want to make sure that it's straight because I think when I ran this basket weave through, I had it off a little bit, so the weave actually looks like it's kind of going at an angle, but I don't think that's going to matter. I think it's gonna look just fine. Linda, you like scrapbooking? Excellent. What kind of adhesives do you use when you do? Marty, you do Tombow? Oh, Linda, you answered me already. Glue Arts Glue Glide Pro. Excellent. And Marty, you say that too. Oh, thank you for commenting on that, because I've been really a little scared to do any scrapbooking because I have never done it properly. You know, I've done it like when I was in my 20s and kind of just throwing some things together, but I've not ever used any treasured photos to do anything like that, and the reason I haven't is because I was afraid that I was going to use the wrong adhesives. Do you guys remember those old, I still have a whole bunch of picture albums that are from my mother and ones that I did when my husband and I first got married that used, it was a pre-bought photo album with the sticky pages, so you peeled back the plastic and you stuck in your pictures and then put that oh my goodness. I don't, sure no one uses that stuff anymore. Those ruined so many of our pictures. I was so distressed when I went and got, after my mother passed away, and I got some of her albums and found out that they had that sticky glue had ruined, oh, so many old photos. That was really sad that people didn't really, until stuff had gotten ruined, they didn't really realize what was going on there. So I'm just using dimensionals on that basket weave and sticking that right down there. All right, Marty, that happened to, did you have that happen to you too with those? Yeah, so we lost a whole lot of old pictures, I'm sure, doing that. Now today I'm going to make sure I stamp my image because I didn't yesterday. And I actually also just got out all the rest of the little rectangles that came in on that page. Now this was just one sheet of that Petal Promenade, or yeah, Petal Promenade, I think, DSP. But it has a bunch of these, and so I'm going to be using these, I believe, as invitations. So that's going to work out really well. But I did like the way that you are the happy to my day. But having said that, I do have to say that while I was browsing this morning in this new celebration, this is the one you can get for free if you do, you know, $50 in the store. Oh, Karen, you had those too. Yeah, they were terrible on photos. And Linda, you need to remove all, yes, remove all photos. I did. I did. My mom, thankfully my mom had passed away, so she did not know, because that would have broke her heart. I'm so glad you are part of my story is one of the little stamps in here, and I think that's going to look really cute on here too. So for today, I'm going to do that one. But I did really like the You Are the Happy to My Day. I think I prefer that one, but just to be a little different, I'm going to do this part of my story, and it's a celebration one. So that's probably just as well that I'm using a celebration item, because remember, we do only have, what is today? Today's the 6th, so we have, well, we don't have 30 days, that's for sure. We have less than well, I guess we do have 25 days. 25 days left to order, although I sure wouldn't wait until March 31st if I wanted any celebration items, the way Stampin' Up! Is running out of stuff. Now, I've never stamped this one before, so I think I'd probably better do a real quick little stamp here and make sure I didn't smudge it all up. But it looks pretty good, so I think we're good. So we'll put that in the middle, and just like yesterday, for some reason that orange it's like a David Austin. I guess you could call them antique roses. They're like English roses. That orange one looks like it should be the bottom of this card. And I think it's just because it's a brighter color, so my eye is drawn to it. Oh, that's cute. I love that stamp. The font they have on that, nice. So this is going to be done here in just a second. And okay, Linda, you've said a liquid product named Undu will help remove photos stuck on those sticky pages. Oh, I like that. Thank you for that. This is great. I do think we still have some in there that I was afraid to do anything with. And I think they actually ended up just falling off the sticky part. Sometimes it was that plastic that didn't even have goo on it that stuck to the photos too, as I recall. So they seem to be really lost. And now, Karen, you're gonna see I've got this fairly new, but I did not realize I needed to save that paper. So you can see what's happening. My stamps are sticking to my case because I didn't realize that I should save that. Now that one stuck pretty good. So if anybody's done that too, get that. I don't know, can we put wax paper on this to cover it so it's not, I'm afraid if I leave it for a long time, these stamps are gonna stick to my case and I'm gonna ruin them peeling them off this case since I didn't have the sense to do that. Okay, so now we're gonna put dimensionals on this. I actually cut my little ribbon a little longer today so I wouldn't have to struggle so much to tie it. And that way I can just go zip, zip, and it's gonna tie. And then since I'm not the greatest at tying, then I just fix my bow after I've done it because doesn't matter how much time I try to take with a bow to make it nice, it never goes right this immediately. You quilters, you guys tie bows all the time, so you are experts at tying bows. Karen, you put your wax paper on yours today? Okay. I hope you might want to check it to make sure it's not going to stick, weird to it, because I haven't heard this from anyone else yet, and I'm afraid that you might, in listening to me, you're going to ruin your stamps. So let's keep an eye on that and make sure those aren't ruined. I think actually I'm going to I'll post something on the demonstrator's website today asking about that because I'm really not sure that wax paper is going to work. Okay, so we're going to put the bow on there, and then I did have out there they are, my little branches. Now, these branches are actually from the Botanical Tags framelits or thinlits set. It's just this little curved, it's the perfect length, and so anyway, if you're looking for a little green leafy branch, that's what I got it from, was the Botanical Tags and Thinlits set. Oh, I smell my pork chops getting done in there, so I gotta get going here. They won't ruin. Oh, good. Linda, thank you. They won't get permanently stuck to the box. Because, Karen, I guess I'm more concerned about your wax paper ruining your labels than since Linda says that they won't permanently stick to the box. I think let's find out about that wax paper before you just leave that in there. And let me get these labels off. And then, I don't know, Linda, did you see Karen's comment about where to find that undo glue? I bet they have it at Hobby Lobby. They have everything at Hobby Lobby, right? No, they don't. But they do have a lot of stuff there, so you probably could find anything you wanted there. Although online is sometimes, if you're looking for something specific, sometimes it's easier to find things online than in the store. And that's unfortunate, because I hate to see so many of our little businesses struggling because everyone's buying everything online. But on the other hand, when when you know you don't have to hunt through 5 stores to find something, because all you have to do is click, 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 and you found where to find it online. I understand why people are doing that. And obviously, as demonstrators, we are very much profiting by people buying things online. But I still prefer the old mom and pop store, and if we could all go back to that and it would work and we could still do our online stuff, that'd be good. Okay, the card is done. Thank you so much, ladies. I'm gonna swing the camera up, but I'm doing it so slow because I'm thinking maybe yesterday when I did this flip, it freaked my camera out on my phone, and then that's when it went to, I don't know. Anyhow. Thank you so much for watching. This time I can get this one, I think, on YouTube. And thank you for all your comments, because anybody watching this video later is going to benefit so much by learning all kinds of good things about scrapbooking and glue and all of that. And so thank you for liking that card, Marty. And not sure where to purchase that glue. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, thank you so much, and I'll see you later. I got to go check those pork chops. Bye.